Figure 4 Radio.
Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Lock it in. Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Figure 4 Radio.
Hello everyone, welcome to Figure 4 Radio, the wrestling podcast brought to you every Monday, free of charge across iTunes, Podomatic, Stitcher, wherever you get your podcast from. It is Survivor Series weekend and you're joined by the Mastermind, Ollie Spring. Now, the original plan was me and Luke O'Mac going to MK11 to watch this live, soak up the atmosphere. MK11 cancelled. Lack of interest. Boo indeed. So Luke said, that's cool, we'll watch it at my house. And then Luke went and cancelled. Boo. Apparently we have to blame Lucy at his work for being signed off sick, so he has to cancel his annual leave. So then Naz the Nailer said, it's cool, I'll come round your house. We'll watch it, we'll have a right laugh. And then
Sorry, Naz the Nailer.
she's called the Nailer.
Because she's a nail technician.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
carry
we
on.
came up with that live on a podcast ages ago. So yeah, Naz cancels. Boo. She had a client and then had a lot of stuff to do and didn't want to stay up too late. So today we have got the I wasn't going to say
Fourth choice.
Initial fourth choice
Only
until
person available.
until we were sat down in the pub on Saturday night at Phil Sky's birthday pub crawl, and it turned out that you had the day off. So today we are joined by Scott Star Spud.
Hooray!
Yay! You alright, mate?
I am.
Cool.
I'm a bit gutted that I'm literally fourth
Well, no,
choice.
because
You didn't tell me this.
Because I've never known you stay up live to watch it, and I didn't.
We're not really live, are we? It's Monday at 10 o'clock.
But the initial plan was to watch it live, and I've never known you to watch any of them live. So I didn't ask you, and then I also didn't expect you to have Monday off, but you did.
I do. It's exciting.
So, and I said, as soon as I found that out, alarm bells went off in my head, and Kayla was like, "Ollie, Scott said he had the day off." I was like, "Yes, he did." So yeah, and plus because TNA haven't got a tour this next year, I wanted to get a drive into Clophill, so we've got that done. So it is Survivor Series. We are watching it live, technically. We haven't seen anything. I've seen no results. So we might as well get it all started, I guess.
Ready when you are?
Yeah, let's go. So if you've read the blog on figure4radio.weebly.com, you'll know I'm not massively excited about this. There's only like maybe 2 matches that I'm excited for, and that's the ones with real life consequences in the IC match and the
Kalisto
cruiserweight match.
Yeah.
So those matches I'm excited for.
I'm interested in the cruiserweight match because I have money riding on it.
Yeah, you won't say how much, but how much would you? Oh no, actually no.
I can't tell you this.
Yeah. We'll get to that. We'll get to that at the end of the pod, I'm sure. But yeah, I'm not expecting Brock and Goldberg to be anything other than a little bit
15 minutes max.
Average.
That's my bet. 15 minutes
yeah.
max.
I'm saying 10.
Well, no, I mean 15 minutes including the entrance of Goldberg,
Okay, that's
which
true,
would be
yeah.
about 14 minutes 30 seconds.
Yeah. I'm not expecting anything from this. So we're going to get stuck in to the first match, and then we'll get back to you as soon as we know what it is and what we thought. So match 1, the women's tag team match.
Called it completely. Called it.
In fairness, you did call that from the start.
So Bayley's now number 1 contender.
Yeah, there we go.
Told you.
Yeah.
For these at home, Charlotte's just attacked Bayley, and I predicted that on Monday Night Raw, Bayley would be rewarded for her victory by getting a title shot over Charlotte.
And there's going to be a running theme through the podcast today, and that is that I don't really give a fuck. Now, obviously you can't advertise title shots or things like that or number 1 contenderships in this scenario, but someone could have said, if you survive, you will be rewarded. If someone other than Charlotte survives, they can be considered for a title match. Or the survivors could be in a number 1 contender match.
They've protected Becky Lynch. They had Bayley beat Becky Lynch when Charlotte was getting beaten down. Now Charlotte's attacked Bayley. You've got an instant title match there. Bayley's in Hulk Hogan colours. I reckon she's going to be the next most over superstar that the WWE has if they play their cards right.
Maybe, but
what were your highlights of that match?
That was about it, really.
I think special shout out to Nia Jax and her very dodgy makeup and painted on Raw t-shirts.
Yeah, there's a very fun botch. I think they were going for a double DDT.
Double DDT.
And they just fell over. I fact no, the one
The
of
10 chant.
the
You were up for the
highlights.
10 chant.
The
weren't you?
yeah, the highlight of the match was the crowd still doing the Ty Dillinger 10 for every count out, and I get the feeling they're going to want to see more count outs now today. So I think, if I remember rightly from the kickoff show, when there was like count outs and things going on, when the ref didn't make it to 10, the crowd booed because they wanted to get to 10. So I'm hoping that theme continues. But yeah.
Oh, but more importantly, who attacked one of the
Oh, who
twins,
gives
Bellas?
a fuck?
Would you reckon it was Natalia? I reckon it could have been Natalia.
I reckon I couldn't give two shits. Honestly, fucking doesn't matter. The match didn't matter. Like, just, ugh. Yeah. So that's...
Do you reckon it's because she had dental surgery or something?
Maybe. Did she have dental surgery?
Yeah, she chipped her tooth on SmackDown.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, yeah. There we go then. So, nice, convenient replacement, I guess. Yeah, that was a bit of a nothing match. Not too much drama. Just some women wrestling.
1-0 in my predictions.
Yeah. I can't remember who I picked because it doesn't matter. What was I going to say? Yeah, the only thing I was pleasantly surprised with was the way that they didn't just give them rapid-fire eliminations. Because if this was 5 years ago, the women would have been thrown out there just before the main event, and there would have been eliminations every minute or two.
I'm going to fast forward the adverts.
Please do. So we're going to find out. We're going to find out what the next match is.
Just in case you didn't know, you can pretend to be Goldberg.
Yeah,
pretty much like he's going to be later on
pretty sure
tonight.
if you're Kai Brand, you've pretended to be Goldberg plenty of times. So
no, Kai Brand's good on the entrance, lax on the follow through.
And on that note, we're going to fast forward, skip to the next match, and probably not care about that one either.
utter bollocks.
Clever.
We're talking about Miz versus Sami Zayn,
Clever.
and that was utter bollocks of an ending. Enough said. Next match.
Okay, it was a clever ending. I said that there's no way Sami Zayn is going to... Right, Sami Zayn, he is the only wrestler in history that looks better when he loses than when he wins.
We came up during the course of this match for a much better ending than this.
Which was?
If whoever wins gets the Intercontinental Championship on their program. So what if The Miz deliberately caused a DQ? He would keep the belt, but he would have lost the match. So the title would have gone to Raw, and he would have gone with it. That would have been a good ending. What we had was shit.
No, I like the ending. It was. I hate the roll up ending, but what I love was that the bell was being rung, and obviously Maurice could have thrown the bell down, the hammer down straight away, but she made sure that the camera had panned round to her. Then she dropped the bell, so that was good acting from Maurice.
I don't know. I mean, I don't understand why they had this match. I mean, it doesn't make any sense as why they got rid of Dolph Ziggler versus Sami Zayn.
Because I said before, and if it had been Ziggler and Zayn, Ziggler would have probably beaten him clean, and therefore Sami Zayn isn't put over at all. Whereas this, Sami Zayn looks, you're more sympathetic because look at like he thinks he's won, so he's like yes, and you know that he hasn't, so you're heartbroken for the guy.
I think that Sami Zayn deserves lots of props for this match because when Maurice got in his face, he maintained eye contact. Let's face it, in what she's wearing,
his eyes never went south.
They never went south.
I didn't even know she had a face. So yeah, I mean that's two matches. I mean, not an awful lot has really happened.
I was looking forward to that match because I didn't understand why it had been booked.
Well, now you know.
And it seems pointless.
Because someone had to cheat to beat Sami Zayn. That's how it works. That's how it works. Should we do some fast forwarding and find out about the next match?
No, because AJ's talking. He's the champ that runs the camp.
He's the soccer mum hair that...
He's the face that gets in your place.
Right, yeah,
we'll fast forward, and I'm expecting tag match next, so we'll catch up in a sec.
So, okay, so if it is a tag match, what are you expecting? Because
SmackDown all the way, because they have a tag team division, whereas Raw has 3 tag teams.
Yeah,
simple.
I think I predicted SmackDown because of American Alpha. I fucking love American Alpha. I miss American Alpha.
On an aside note, why does the sodding network have adverts on it? I don't want adverts. We're paying. We don't care what's on Hulu. We can't get it.
It's very true.
Get rid of it.
Very true.
Get rid of these ads.
Boo adverts. Yeah, I think I went for SmackDown because I like American Alpha. But you're right. Yeah, Raw doesn't really seem to have a lot going for them. And I think
Raw has 3 teams.
Yeah.
And New Day annoy me. I find them entertaining. I like that. But there's 3 of them, and they seem to interchange the belts.
Yeah, Freebirds rule.
It's stupid.
Freebirds rule.
And I know Demolition did it with Crush, but...
Yeah, I don't mind it.
And he's 6'10". Oh.
7 foot tall.
6'10".
Yeah, so I'm going for the SmackDown things, but once again, nothing is going to happen. Like
American
they're going to win, and
Alphas,
that's
this
it.
is their. I reckon this entire match is to get them over, because they've come into SmackDown. They've been a bit slow on the uptake. They had that big build.
Yep.
For some reason, they had that. I don't know whether it's a legitimate knee injury or storyline knee injury that sort of delayed stuff. Quite annoying. I think this is their time to shine. Put them in the tag team title picture for SmackDown and take things forward for them. But I don't see anything else coming out of this match.
Yep. So fingers crossed for something exciting, newsworthy. Couple haters on the mic. Yeah. Anyway, let's go and see what's a cracking in this tag team match. We'll be back in a second.
Couple haters.
So there we have a tag team Survivor Series.
So far, best match of the night. The one I was most invested into, I think, if I'm honest. Not the outcome I wanted. I've officially lost my accumulator bet, which is quite irritating.
£2 you'll never see again.
£2 I'm never going to see again.
Yeah, I think for me, as soon as American Alpha were eliminated, that was it. I was like, no.
I was into it. I expected it to be a vehicle for the American Alphas, as I said, and it turned out to be a vehicle for Sheamus and Cesaro. I think they had that fake handshake at the end. If they'd have shaken hands, unstoppable tag team on Raw.
Yeah.
If they're on the same page, you just smack through everybody.
Yeah, it was an alright match. Oh man, Breezango, Tyler Breeze, someone send him back to NXT. Same with American Alpha.
Trying.
Someone send them back to NXT because they are missed and they're not appreciated.
We've got the Cruiserweights coming up next with Kalisto.
We do.
Interesting fact about this match: I have more money riding on this match than I did on CM Punk.
Wow.
In UFC.
Okay.
Where I lost.
But before we get into Kalisto and
Brian
Kendrick. So the tag match, it was a bizarre one.
Oh, it's good. I like that.
Both tag team champions were eliminated early-ish.
There you go. Look, sorry to interrupt. They're advertising 205. 1 week from Tuesday on the WWE Network. This is where my prediction for Kalisto is coming in. Your
theory on this. Let's hear it, because you explained in the pub the other night.
Right. My theory is Kalisto was US champ, so he's been pushed as dealing with the heavyweights. He's sort of beyond the cruiserweight division. And yet, they've reeled him out. They've had him destroy Baron Corbin's knee when he returned. And conveniently, the Cruiserweights are going to have a show replacing Talking Smack and putting Talking Smack back an hour immediately after SmackDown. So my theory is they're trying to shift the Cruiserweight title across to SmackDown.
So to kind of give SmackDown the third hour to match up with Raw.
Yeah, and so they've got their best, most recognisable Cruiserweight in my head to take out Brian Kendrick and bring everything across to SmackDown.
Okay.
That's why I've got money on riding on it.
One thing I love about the Cruiserweights is the purple theme everywhere. Purple is my favourite colour. So the purple ring ropes, the new kind of... They've got the new canvas out for it with the Cruiserweight design in each corner. But yeah, I mean, Kalisto is the ultimate Cruiserweight, if you ask me. He's innovative, high-flying.
Rey Mysterio Mark II.
He is, yeah, he is the new Rey Mysterio that they've been looking for, if you ask me.
I think it's a business decision how they've done it, but I don't get why they've taken it off Raw, because Raw's got 3 hours live TV and they're replacing
But they've had 3 hours for a long time and never needed Cruiserweights. Are we going to be going back to the state of play where we're going Raw's 3 hours? Oh, God, it's too long. We need to, sort something out. They're already too long. Even with the Cruiserweights are just there as a spot fest. But the match has just started. It is Kalisto.
They are spot monkeys.
They are spot monkeys. The Kalisto and the Brian Kendrick are one-on-one. We'll come back in a few seconds to let you know who won and what we thought of it.
And who has the Cruiserweight division.
And how much money Scott has or hasn't won or lost. For the benefit of the podcast, Scott, please repeat what you just said.
Bullshit. I have lost a fuckload of money, and that is a stupid ending to what was actually turning into a really, really good match.
That was an awesome match up until that point.
Corbin can bore on off. Him and Randy Orton, we don't need them. Let's get rid of them. We don't care. Let's have a them face each other in a both people winner and loser leaves match.
Yeah. Apart from the ending, the match was that Spanish fly off the apron.
That was
sweet.
Awesome. Can't believe I lost £4.
The bully. Really? Is that it?
Yeah, that's
Is that what you put on? You said a shit ton.
Hey, I'm dealing with the free bet we got from Paddy Power.
Wow.
£10 free bet. I've been milking it for 2 years. And I was so convinced that I was right. I put £4 on Kalisto.
Wow. So yeah, that was what it was.
Interesting dynamic. It looks like that if based on our current predictions, it looks like Miz is going to be the only SmackDown win of the whole night.
Yeah, I can't see the men. Well, then the men can't, can they?
They can't.
But,
I mean, because we've got predictions. We can. I mean, we're assuming that match is coming next. You want to do our predictions for that?
Well, I just want to talk
or
a little bit more about.
Slag off Baron Corbin some more? Stupid.
I still like Baron
skinny,
Corbin because Baron Corbin is meant to be disliked, and he is. But that match was really good. It was innovative
for the wrong reasons. I just can't be bothered with him. He can go away.
No, I kind of want him to stick around because you want him to go away. Because that makes him a good heel. Because that means you're never going to cheer for him as a heel.
There's a difference between wanting people to beat him, or like I do with Randy Orton. Whenever Randy Orton comes out, I'll go, "Oh, piss break," and I don't bother to pause.
That's true.
That's Baron Corbin.
Wow. But no, that match, apart from Baron Corbin, I thought was really good.
It was
lots
really
of
good.
Innovative spots. Yeah, I like Kalisto. I'm not too big on Brian Kendrick. I think he's a bit too weird and kooky. But it's a good match.
Today it worked.
Yeah. So cruiserweights are staying where they are.
It does open an interesting thing because we haven't discussed this, but my theory for the singles title or the singles men's is Taker came back and he said, if you screw up, I'm going to get you. So I had this whole theory that he's going to go after AJ for the title at Rumble. And I'm kind of wondering if he's actually going to go after Baron Corbin, or at least in a token gesture, tombstone him to hell on SmackDown.
Maybe. But yeah, I guess with the fact that Stephanie McMahon's threatened to fire anyone... McMahon has threatened to fire anybody if they lose. Added to the fact that Taker's said that I will fight anybody. It just makes it a bit more obvious.
I would love Taker to... They're just on Baron Corbin backstage. Oh, here we go.
So yeah, my prediction is for the Raw,
which I'm going to fast forward to because we don't care about these adverts.
Yeah. So Raw, I think Raw's going to get a clean sweep in the next Survivor Series match. We've still got an hour and 25 minutes by the looks of it. So
but about an hour of that is going to be Goldberg's entrance.
That's true. So let's go see our third and final Survivor Series match of the night. I'm calling for a Raw win because the Raw men are just on a bigger scale.
I think it kind of has to be Raw at the moment because I think it's... Yeah, I just think it does. It's got to be Raw.
Either that or someone loses for Raw, Steph fires them and SmackDown picks them up. But anything could happen. This is wrestling.
Anything could happen in the WWE.
There you go. So, Survivor Series match number 3 coming on up. So that's another shocker for you folks.
That was a shocker. There's a few shockers in there.
That was...
Particularly the length of it.
Right, let's talk about the main points. First point... Ellsworth helping eliminate Braun Strowman. That was brilliant.
That was brilliant. We knew something was going to happen, and how it was done was superb. Ellsworth stayed out of the way till his time came, then grabbed the foot. Absolutely brilliant. And then that throw. Do you reckon Braun Strowman is a bit of a liability? The way he threw AJ,
AJ over the ring, and that looked
and then he just
pretty
much lifted up Ellsworth and lobbed him.
Just launched him. Yeah, there was no jump from Ellsworth on that.
Yeah, that was not
quite
good.
Bad. And then Shayna Mac, legitimate concussion.
We're pretty certain that he is. He's dead.
There's no doubt in it. I think the referee could have called the pin. I know his shoulder wasn't down, but the referee should have called the pin because it was like, his shoulder's not down. I can't count the pin.
So we need to check this. We'll go to WWE.com and fill you in later, but we're pretty certain that the replay showed him whack his head on the mat on the way down.
I saw him point to the back of his head very briefly, and his eyes, there was nothing in there. So that was a legitimate on-the-spot concussion.
I don't think he should have been in that match. I said it throughout the match that he wasn't fluid. He's not as good.
Baron Corbin, who was initially in the match,
was injured
but yet still came out and kicked some ass.
He came out deliberately to ruin my bet.
Your £4 bet.
Yes.
So yeah, that was a bit silly.
And then I called it the Shield reunion.
Shield reunion, really good. Loved that. Popped big for that. I think it was fun. It was a way that then Roman and Seth attacked the security guards.
That was good. Yeah,
to help their brother out. And that's the thing, and that's Roman showing some personality because for once you know exactly what he's doing and why he's doing it. You know his motivation just by watching.
That match went on way too long, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I said at the start of this podcast, I didn't think that the Goldberg match would go very long. There's not a lot left. Well, they're going to have to cut down his entrance.
Well, so
people at home are going to be disappointed.
The little lead time on this, we've got 3:09 gone, and there's 3:26. So we've got
15 minutes.
We've got
basically
15 minutes to get these adverts out of the way. And the entrances and the match. It's going to go 10 minutes.
It's not even going to go that.
Either that or
I'm
the...
praying that... I know Kai Brand, who, if you're listening, is going to hate this, but I am praying that Lesnar just destroys Goldberg and we don't need to see him ever again. This could be quite interesting.
You know what I think we should do as a little test to see if Kai listens?
He don't listen to this
You
shit.
should throw out... if you throw out a question for... Because actually, well, basically... next week, Scott, I think as you've helped me out, we're going to have you back. I think it's finally time that you
I'm doing a quiz.
You give us the quiz you've been threatening.
The quiz master returns.
So I think you should give out one of the questions for your quiz. Or
what you mean? Like who actually was the first person to defeat Goldberg?
Yes, which I currently already know.
Who was it? Give him the answer as well. I'll see if he listens.
My plan is to look it up on the day. No, I've already read it. It's something like Lucky something or Chance, or it's a really weird name like Steve.
No, it isn't.
No, it's
really isn't.
I have already read it. I just need to remind myself of it, but I have already looked. But there you go. So if Kai's listening, he can go and find it out just as easy as I did. It is on Goldberg's Wikipedia page, where he says he credits that guy. Oh, I'm trying to think what it is.
Oh, I know who you're thinking of, but it's not
Shane,
him. No, it's the Sarge. You're thinking of the Sarge.
No. It's a guy I've never heard of. It's a first name surname deal. I'm going to look it up when I get.
Right, we've got Goldberg Lesnar
coming
up.
So there you go, Kai. If you are listening, there's a little hint, and of course a spoiler next week.
Right,
Scott
they're
is
in
coming
Toronto.
Back.
Goldberg did cause Bret Hart to end his career, so it could be quite interesting. I think it'd be interesting to see if the crowd want to go with Lesnar or Goldberg. I
just don't care really.
They're pushing for people to go for Goldberg, but see, this is the interesting bit. Is like he says he owes Lesnar a rematch. No, he doesn't.
Yeah. I think they just needed main event talent, really. I don't give a fuck about the match.
How much he's getting paid for 5 minutes work.
We've got 15 minutes to go, and they're showing a VP, which means the match is going to go 10 minutes tops.
It's not even going to go that.
So yeah, I'm expecting this to be a fucking awful main event.
Goldberg's done an interview where he says that he hopes Lesnar brings out the elbows. I'll let you in a secret, Goldberg. So do I. I want to see you bloodied, beaten, and retired.
I'm kind of thinking like there's been times where there's been times where I've stayed up and watched this live at MK11, and there was a flat finish at something like SummerSlam with Undertaker and Lesnar. So I'm kind of glad that I haven't stayed up live and the MK11 cancelled, because this match is going to be awful.
Right, before it goes on though, there's rumours that Taker's going to interfere. As you know, I have a bet on that's saying there is interference in this match. What do you reckon before we watch it?
I really hope we don't get another Lesnar and Undertaker.
Yeah.
But hell, if we do, we do. Que sera, sera. So yeah, we haven't got too long left in the show, which means the podcast is almost at an end. I'm not looking forward to this in the slightest. I'm glad we didn't stay up live.
10 minutes left and the match hasn't even started.
10 minutes left and the entrances haven't even started. Folks, this one is going to be an interesting one. I'm not expecting much, but we shall see.
Do you want to have a side bet on how long it takes Goldberg to get to the ring?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
3 minutes, I'm
3
saying.
minutes?
3 minutes.
Okay.
I'll get a stopwatch out. 3 minutes is my thing. Folks, we will be back in a few short seconds to let you know how poor this match was.
Mega match, apparently.
Mega match. Ultra match.
Ultra mega dream. Fantasy warfare gets real match.
Yes, that shit.
I hope it gets damn real.
It's going to get damn real. Back into ticks. Folks, we've changed our minds. We're going to live podcast because it's going to be that fucking short.
And we're currently 20 minutes into Goldberg's entrance. He's still walking from the back.
I said 3 minutes. We're on 40 seconds so far. Scott, what was your intro you wanted to do?
Oh,
Or have I just ruined it?
he just ruined it. I was going to say, 20 minutes in. He's just made it up the steps to the curtain. I know what people at home are saying. This sounds really boring, but I guarantee you this is probably going to be better than the match.
It's more exciting than the match. Yeah. Right, we're at 1 minute of the entrance.
I don't get this.
1 minute of the entrance and the pyro's just gone off on the stage.
There's less than 7 minutes of the show left and the match hasn't even started. That is not value for money if you've bought a ticket. I don't wonder how much they're paying him per minute.
That's true. I did a calculation of CM Punk's UFC career per minute in the ring. He got paid something stupid.
I tell you what, CM
in the ring.
Punk's in-ring career is going to last longer than this match.
Is that another side bet
and
we're going
just
to
for
have?
the record, CM Punk went undefeated for a year.
That's true.
In UFC.
Okay, so he's in the ring. Is this still his entrance? Are we still counting?
No,
this as his
music's still on.
entrance?
It's when the music cuts off.
Okay, right. 1 minute 40. That's his entrance.
Carlsberg. That's what would make this better if we had beer.
Killer Kai Brandsburg. Right. Is music still going?
No, it's still going.
1:55. Oh, I was so close. I was so close.
We haven't even done the intros yet.
Jesus Christ. How long do we think the match itself is going to last? Is it going to...
Are you on to time that as well?
We might as well time the match.
I
Fuck
said earlier on it's going to go sub 15. In the pub I said sub 15.
Well,
it's going to go that. Obviously I'm right.
I'm going to say... Right, so there's
sub 5. I'm going sub 5 minutes.
7 minutes of... No, 6 minutes left on the network feed.
7 minutes. Sub 5 minutes.
So no, how many minutes? Between 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 4, 4 and 5. What do you reckon?
Oh, I just want Goldberg destroyed.
I'm going to say between 3 and 4 minutes from the bell ringing. Do you want to go 4 to 5?
You know what? I actually don't care.
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to find ways to make this match more interesting. I say Goldberg looks in better shape than I was expecting.
He looks like he's come straight from the shower. You want to? All right, time it. Are you ready to go bell to bell?
It's in bell to bell. I say I reckon between 3 and 4 minutes. Either that or your network feed is fucked. Because they had 4 hours penciled in on the network.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if that's with the pre-show. Bell!
Maybe. No, the pre-show was 2. What? So why did Brock pause there? Why did Brock pause? Usually he just lays in the punches. Spear!
Spear already.
Holy shit. He's going to hit another one.
He's going for another spear.
No way is Goldberg going to beat Brock Lesnar
Goldberg
sub
goes
5
over,
minutes.
This is just
bullshit
nonsense.
if that happens.
Second spear.
Holy fuck.
He's calling for the jackhammer.
No fucking way is this going to happen. What the fuck? Or is it going to be Goldberg and Undertaker?
Can I draw the fact that Paul Heyman's going nuts at ringside and is actually the best thing going on in this match?
Yeah. Is Goldberg going to beat Brock Lesnar and then claim that he can then beat Undertaker at WrestleMania?
Oh, no. Don't even joke about shit like that.
He's up for the jackhammer. He held him for a bit as well.
He did it.
No way is that it. 1, 2... What the fuck?
No, that was
what the fuck is that?
Utter joke.
What the fuck? 1 minute 27 seconds. What the fuck?
That's just that's you know what? This is the sort of thing that wrestling fans hate. No, shut up. This is the thing wrestling fans hate. It's quite clearly utter rubbish. And this, you know, we know that it's predetermined. We want to suspend our belief. We cannot suspend our belief when we know that wouldn't happen ever.
1 minute 27 seconds.
So his entrance was longer. It's a joke. I'm sorry.
That is... We did joke actually his entrance would take longer than the match. And it fucking did. But right, I said, so Brock picks him up, drops him in the corner. Instead of going to hit the shoulders, he stands up and pauses. Like, I don't get that. I don't get it.
I don't know why the WWE did that. You've just destroyed Lesnar
And you're built like
on a one-off appearance, or supposedly one-off appearance, from Bill Goldberg,
who hasn't stepped in the ring in 12 years
and still can't wrestle.
That, holy fuck.
It's not even shock. To be honest with you, you're going.
I'm in shock.
You're in shock. I'm not. I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed they've built
I'm in shock.
We knew that when Bill took this on, he was just going to do something.
Hang on, wait a second. Your bets.
Look,
your
I'm going
bets.
to go hug my little boy who saw me wrestle. No, he didn't see you wrestle, Bill. He saw you do 3 moves, of which 2 of them were the same.
He looks like he's crying. I don't get why.
I think his son's disappointed in him. That's why he's crying.
You also bet on interference and bet on Lesnar going over. So that just fucks with everything. What the...
I'm genuine. I'm just disappointed.
What? But I just don't even know.
He's not even a superhero.
1 minute, 27 seconds. 1 minute, 27 seconds.
If Goldberg doesn't come back for another match, then they've just wasted it. They've wasted a shed load of money on it, and it's not worth the time.
That is just... I mean, the spears look good. That spear looked good.
It's the only move he can do.
He held him up for the jackhammer for more than half a second.
Kudos to him, he didn't fall down this time.
In a way, I kind of like that... I like that they could quite easily play on Brock being so cocky and confident of himself, because he just sat on the floor, laughed a little bit, and...
he's got his son in the ring to pose with him now.
So this
is just disturbing.
Brock was lying in the ring laughing, and he turned his back to Goldberg and speared him out of his boots.
His son doesn't look like he cares, to be quite frank.
Why has his son even got his top off? That's fucking weird.
You know, let's hope Lesnar shows up and does the F5 to his son.
Wow.
Might make the match watchable.
No, Lesnar's gone. He's gone to the back. He's out of there.
Oh, maybe Take will come and chokeslam the little brat.
I mean, we've still got time on the feed, I'm guessing.
Let's have a look.
The things... Oh, no, wait. The logo's come up. That's it.
We've got 22 seconds.
That is it. No Undertaker. That is... Wow.
That sums up Survivor Series.
Wow.
Joke.
1 minute.
Joke.
27 seconds. No, I don't...
Quick recap. Ignore this match. This match didn't happen. It was a waste of time.
I don't dislike it. I'm just curious as to where they go, because they've spent so long building up Brock Lesnar as the guy that will just kill anybody.
Match of the night. What was your match of the night? If you dare say that match, I'll kick you out now.
I think the Cruiserweight.
Oh, see, I was enjoying that.
Oh, yeah, no, because
Corbin
the shitty finish.
it.
Yes, it's Sami Zayn stole the show.
I'm going to go with the tag match. I was well invested into that. It wasn't the outcome I was expecting, I grant you, but I was up for it.
Yeah, I don't know. I might have a rewatch later on tonight after work.
Disappointed.
But there you go, folks. That was our Survivor Series literally live reaction at the end there.
Fantasy Warfare just got rubbish.
Wow. Well, this is the thing for me. The fantasy is it lasts longer, and the reality it's over in 1 minute 27 seconds. So that's just the wrong way round entirely. Folks, thank you very much for joining us on Figure 4 Radio. Of course, we are on Facebook. We are on Twitter and Instagram at Figure 4 Radio.
Don't forget to join us next week for possibly the best quiz that you can do.
I was getting for that.
I'm going to hype my own quiz.
You're going to plug yourself first.
You can play along with this. It's not going to be a boring, tedious list of questions where you come back at the end. We're doing 5 rounds. Quite simple. 5 rounds, 5 questions, with the exception of the last round, which has a special treat.
So there you have it, folks. Next week, next Monday, on Figure 4 Radio, Scott Star Spud is going to return with the Scott Star Spud quiz. I'm hoping that there's not a screw job involved where you and Kai gang up on me and somehow cheat me out of the victory. I think Luke Max,
where the fantasy lasts longer.
There you go. Luke Max should also be joining us. We might even get an appearance from the Phantom Kaylee as well. It's going to be a bit of a party, folks. We're on the road to Christmas now. It's going to be good. But check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. If you're listening to us on iTunes, then make sure you've rated and reviewed subscribed, and all that lot. If you're not,
Just don't review us based on that match, because that match was abysmal.
But yeah, check us out. Social media, Facebook, figure4radio.weebly.com. There's going to be a blog post some point over the next few days,
which will take you longer to read than the match we've just commentated
precisely on. But folks, thank you very much for joining us this week on Figure 4 Radio. Scott, thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you very much.
And folks,
next time invite me first.
There you go. We'll see you next week. We'll be back next week on Figure 4 Radio.
Figure 4 Radio.